Yo, it's the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. You are the Pod Squad. Thanks for tuning in again. Make sure you like and subscribe. Jay.
My brother.
What's going on, good brother?
Man, another great week. This is a great week, bro.
It's a great week. It's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold. I see you. You definitely dressed for it. Light-skinned grizzly bear with it.
Oh, man. Here you go. Here you go, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in the news, man.
Great week.
Definitely a great week. What you got on your mind? What you want to start first with?
Listen, remember we was talking about the fuckery for 2025 and a lot of the corny shit? Let's knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
First, let's start with this here. Mr. Jim Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, Killer Cam, Murder Mace, like, yo, the beef shit, like, all right. First of all, y'all been friends. That's what kills me. And I do know, like, life evolves. Y'all take on different things. But to have this kind of hate at this level, man, and knowing, like, y'all really put in work together. All three of y'all got history.
Mm-hmm.
So to see it, like, get to this point, man, it's a little disappointing, but at the same time, too, man, I do see the hate, bro. I think it's a little hate on Jim Jones' part with Cam and Mace, man. So
why do you think it's hate?
Listen, ain't no disrespect to Jim Jones, but I want to be clear, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Jim?
I've never been a fan of Jim Jones.
You a fan of Cam?
I'm a fan of Cam. I'm a fan
What's the difference?
I'm a fan of Mace. I'm gonna tell you the difference. Cam always had a little swag with his rap and his style and all that, which is, you know, that's cool. In that era, that was cool. It was dope. And it was trendy, you know what I'm saying, with the pink and all that. You know, that was just twist, whatever. And his bars, they was all right. They was all right. They was strictly street, but they was all right and relatable. I feel like Jim Jones was on that coattail of Cam's and with Dipset as a group because he really wasn't a rapper. And he acknowledged the fact that Mace taught him how to rap. That's the irony to all this shit. Mace factually taught you how to rap, and you was on Killer Cam's coattail throughout your career. Again, no disrespect to Jim Jones, but I'm not a fan. I feel like you was always trying too hard to be the it guy. You know how some motherfuckers got it, or they don't? Personally, I feel like Jim Jones, you ain't never gonna have it. You ain't gonna get it. You almost 50, bro. So I think, in my opinion, my guy, Mr. Jim Jones, you might want to evolve from the rap a little bit and take on other shit. For example, you know, Mace and Cam, they got the podcast. I will say that Cam did venture off and start doing other shit as well. I don't know about Mace specifically, but I do know Mace got a
church.
Well, that was prior, but I don't think he's indulged too much in that now.
I'm just saying he ventured off in the church.
At one time, yeah. But he's back on the same. I think he got a mixtape about to put out. So I look forward to that. But at the same time, too, I just feel like between them, they was all cool at one time. You know what I'm saying? They from the neighborhood. But I will say this. Cam put out there that Jim Jones ain't even really from Harlem. That he really from the Bronx. So honestly, with the way Jim Jones really pushed Harlem, that's a cool thing, if that's what you acknowledge as your neighborhood. But for Cam to actually say you from the Bronx, man, and if there's any truth to that shit, man, and again, you're getting exposed at the same time too. You're pushing it.
All right, so I got a couple pushback questions for you, and it really don't matter to me. Where's Tupac from?
New York.
Yeah, but what did he claim?
Oakland.
He claims California.
Yeah.
So it don't matter where you claim. It's where you think you reside the most of your life and where you connected with to most of it. If he might grow up in the Bronx till 10 years old, and then the rest of his life might have been Harlem. So it depends on, like I said, it depends on where you want to, you know what I mean, dig your boots into and all that. But as far as Jim Jones, I think Jim Jones actually took over the face of Dipset.
Took over
from Cam.
No.
I think when you say the swag, I think Jim Jones had the relatable swag. You know what I mean?
Where, huh? Where? How? What?
Yeah, that Ed Hardy type era. That was them. That was that type joint. Like Jim Jones was the cool. He had the chicks on him, and he had the cool swag and look and voice. Like Cam was the outright front man of it. You know what I mean? He's the loudest, he's the funniest, he's the more in your face one. But I think when you say Jim Jones didn't have the swag, to me, like Jim Jones for a long time was the face of the Dipset.
I don't think too many fans are going to agree with that. That's actually true hip hop heads. There's no way any of them going to agree with that.
Yeah, like after the Rockefeller stuff.
It ain't even got nothing to do with that.
No, but I'm just using that as a time frame. Like after that Rockefeller stuff, you really didn't hear from Cam no more. Like Jim Jones was still putting out albums. Jim Jones, and then the biggest hit probably from that was Ballin', and
that ain't even from that
era. I'm just saying that era of Jim Jones.
Okay.
where he was still out in front. Like he was out in front, like he was making hits. He was still making songs
Making
with
what?
Yeah,
You said hits?
Yeah, with hits. He got a hit with Migos and all them. Like all that. Like Jim Jones has really been the forefront of it since that Rockefeller Inn era of that time frame. Like Jim Jones has made great songs since then.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna say this, people. I disagree. In all due respect to Jim Jones, bro, you had one hit record throughout your career, and that was "We Ballin'."
No.
And honestly, that wasn't clearly your biggest record, but I'm gonna say this too. That record was actually taken from you by Jay-Z when he put out the remix, Brooklyn.
No.
So in saying that, bro, when you saying these things, bro, bro, listen. Jim Jones listen, he been at it a long time. When you say the face of Dipset, never. It's nobody that's ever gonna agree with you on that. If we know Dipset for what it is.
No, I'm saying after. I'm not saying why I'm talking about after that Rockefeller and the Rockefeller breakup where Cam got president. Like Cam fell off since then. What has he made?
Again, that's incorrect. I will say Cam did take a hiatus, but again, when you pitting Jim Jones out front for Dipset, that can never happen because of Cam. So
No, I didn't say he got put out front. I said he was the face of the. He was the only one
that's been put
that
out
was
front.
relevant. He was the only.
He was the only one attempting. That's the whole point. Raul Santana had his bullshit going on where he was actually on Love and Hip Hop with this girl, his wifey. Then you had Cam, who had legal shit going on, and his mom got sick, so he stepped away, took a hiatus from that. Cam was in Cleveland doing shit, Cleveland, Ohio, like he ran down all that shit. But again, back to Jim Jones, bro. Listen. No, my guy, he was never the face of Dipset. Now, you might have been the one pumping it when all that shit broke off, but, putting it out there, pause, like, screaming Dipset, but nah, you would never be the face of Dipset, bro, as long as Cam is basically alive. It ain't happening.
Yeah, I know that Cam is the general. It was always the general of it. Cam eventually turned into, to me, in my eyes, he essentially turned into the Dame Dash of the Dipset, and Jim Jones became the Jay-Z, the front face of the Dipset.
Never ever. Ain't nobody gonna agree with that neither. Because again, if you understand the music that time and that era, bro, hell no. Hell no. Cam is Dipset first. You think Dipset?
You think of all them.
Not, but if you went in order, you're thinking Cam first.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not the top of the anarchy.
He's the polarizing force of this.
But he wasn't the face of it. Like the face of it was Jim Jones.
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely freaking not. And unzip the jacket. You getting hot, man. That shit
No, I'm not getting hot.
No. That ain't never happened, all right? It ain't never going to happen. But again, back to Jim Jones, and because you made the point, and again, Jim Jones was still pumping Dipset when Dipset wasn't even like a group anymore, pretty much, because everybody had their own thing individually. But I will say this, and this is my opinion, Jim Jones still at the music part of, everything, still trying to put out records. And that record with the Migos, it was just a feature, and he was on a remix. He didn't have a major play in that. Yeah, bro. That's the remix.
We Set the Trends is him.
Bro,
that's his song.
That's
the Migos are the features.
Song. You sure about that?
I'm
bro?
sure about that.
Okay, you can, you like to Google. You the Googler. But again, I listen. No respect to Jim Jones, but you're giving him too much praise, bro. Yeah, and when you talking about he got hit records, where he got one, bro. And
he got one?
He got one hit, bro. I'm talking about a hit. Yeah, bro. We Ballin' is all he got. When you think Jim Jones, you think that record, and that is it. That's it.
No, that's his most famous.
That's all you got. That's what we know you for.
Nah, I know We Set the Trends too.
That's most recent. And that ain't even by himself. That's what the Migos. And the Migos ain't that no more. Because they disassembled. They got their own individual thing going on. Again, I see you a Jim Jones fan. This that unity shit right here. Listen, let's not start the year like this, my guy.
No,
he ain't that.
I'm saying he was the face. Like when you say he didn't have swag, which he did.
Nah.
He had the look, which he did.
What look is that? Light skin?
No, he had the cool style. He had this cool style.
What was cool? Why you had a poster on your wall? Something what was cool?
No, he was one of those rappers of that Harlem who had that cool swag.
He ain't really Harlem. He was just exposed. He from the prison.
Just because somebody say it don't mean it ain't true.
Okay, well listen.
You know what I mean?
Listen. It's like this again. No disrespect to Jim Jones.
It is kind of disrespectful.
I'm telling the truth.
You're not telling the truth.
Listen. It's never disrespectful when you tell the truth. If your opinion that you think Jim Jones got swag, okay, that's cool. But I'm gonna tell you like this: no, he didn't, and no, he don't. So again, he almost 50. I'm just saying, you still attempting to make music. That's cool because music ain't got a number on it. So I respect that part of it. But I'm like this, bro.
Just an FYI, Such a Trends is Jim Jones song.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Listen, at the end of the day, because I'm a fan of music, I wish he nothing but the best. But again, I really think he needs to start branching off into other things, like some of his peers, like the Cam'rons, like the Murder Mace. You know what I'm saying? Just to create more longevity at what he's trying to do. Because I will say this, I'll give Jim Jones this at 100%. Listen, and you're going to like this. I will say that brother represents the culture. I'm going to say that 100%. Jim Jones does represent the culture.
So hold up. You keep saying he didn't branch off. He's the original Love and Hip Hop. Like, he started all that.
Oh my God, you really want your name affiliated with that show?
It's no different than being affiliated with a podcast.
Hell no, bro. I'm cool on that.
Just
First of all, wait. That's not correct.
Just because you look at it differently.
Hold on, Mark. That's incorrect. First of all, we both doing a podcast. And one thing I ain't gonna never do sitting in this chair, my brother, is embarrass my motherfucking self. I'm gonna this. No. When you mention Love and Hip Hop, listen. The reason why I was never a fan of that show because how that's not typical black people how they carry themselves. The shit that they was doing at the end of the day, throwing fucking bottles, jumping on tables, throwing chairs, bro. I don't want no part of that. So when you talk about one of the originals, that's not something I would want to be known for.
Well, that's you.
Yeah, man, that's how you feel about yourself.
That's you. Like you said, venture off into avenues. He was the original venture off and telling the story of hip hop. Now, whether you like it or not, he was one of the originals of it. That's cool. He ventured off because he was popular. Why was it? Because he was popular.
First of all, anybody, and this is a fact too. You trust me, it's a fact. If you doing Love and Hip Hop, you're trying to stay relevant. And here's why. You're trying to stay relevant doing a show like that. You're holding on for dear life, for popularity.
It turned
and opportunities. Bro, it started as that, my guy.
No, it didn't start as that. It turned into that.
Bro, look at the names. Lil Scrappy. One record. 2 hit records. Lil Scrappy.
That's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's
I'm just giving you examples.
You look at this.
I'm giving you examples. Joe Buttons.
Cardi B. You look at all those like they.
Come on, give me more. If you gonna say that, pause. Like, come on, bro.
Cardi B is the biggest thing in hip hop.
I'm sorry.
She was literally the biggest thing in hip hop at one point.
I don't agree with that.
You just hate that.
That's hate.
Cardi B wasn't
at one point was the biggest thing in hip hop.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Oh shit.
Hell no, bro. Ain't nobody who the fuck would agree with that, bro. We fuck with music. She had a moment.
Okay, at the time.
Shorty made one album. So what?
She was the hottest thing in hip hop at the time,
she was popular, bro. Because we know her journey, bro.
You didn't know her journey until hip hop. You didn't know her. She was a stripper.
We talking about when it came to her starting to make music.
But I'm just saying.
So yeah, we see her journey. That helped her popularity when she actually got out there and made that one big record that she got sued for. Because it was a copyright infringement for Kodak Black record that basically was copied, but it got her hot. And honestly, she's been relevant ever since. I'll give her that. Kudos to Cardi B, but to be one of the best in hell.
Joe Buttons.
And where was his career at the time he signed on for that?
But I'm just telling you,
holding on for dear life, bro. You desperate.
You wasn't desperate, but
hell yeah, it's a check.
You know, I just think at the time, you was doing what you had to do, but they came to you. It wasn't no fact that you were. Of course, you wasn't hot. You wouldn't do that if you was hot. I wouldn't say you was hot, but you were still a name. You were still a brand that would have people tune in.
Yes, I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, he was relevant. Like, he was still the face. That's why I say he was the face of it, because like he was still being in the limelight of making music, of still people interested in his life. But you didn't know nothing about him and Chrissy until this. Like, you ain't know nothing about it. You wanted to dive into that. So that's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody care.
Right, nobody cares. But it's on his 12th season.
Oh, what? But he ain't on. Listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it started the whole thing. Like,
I get all that.
If it was bad, it wouldn't have spin off.
You know, I mean, but understand exactly what it is. And this is the God honest truth. When you're doing a show like that, bro, you might as well be doing DJ Black. You're fucked up. You're rock bottom. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to get a check. And I'm cool with all that. But understand what comes with that. You will be degrading yourself on that show, killing your character, and you will be looked upon different. And what you ain't thinking about when you sign on for that show is the next opportunity that comes after that. Because what will it be? Because the way you conducted yourself on that show. That ain't something I would do. I'm just saying.
So T.I. was hanging on when it was him?
T.I. had his own show. That is not that.
It was no different.
Yes, it was.
What's different?
T.I. wasn't jumping on fucking tables, throwing bottles, calling every other word a curse word. No, it was a family show that T.I. had. So it's complete difference. At 100%. Yes, sir.
But the presence was holding on, right?
No, bro. T.I. wasn't holding on. T.O. still had a deal. He still was making albums. T.I. was not holding on.
So Jim Jones was still making
That's too,
making
bro.
albums.
Now here's the level.
No, but
Here's
that
the
doesn't
level.
mean the levels.
T.I., Jim Jones, stop it, bro.
But now you're just discrediting because he's not as
No,
popular
bro,
as
I'm
him.
talking
Like, he
facts.
was still making he was still relevant in the rap game.
But your point is saying, when you're saying T.I. is making something like Love and Hip Hop, that's not correct.
That is correct.
That is not correct. T.I. show was based on family and the hustle. Love and Hip Hop is based on black people degrading themselves, looking like goddamn fools, and disrespecting our culture. That's what that was. That's two different entities, my guy. And everybody would agree with
ratchet
that.
stuff going on in T.I.'s.
No,
What
like,
are we
come
talking
on,
about?
bro. No comparison. Come on,
It's
bro.
still ratchet stuff going
Nah,
on.
nah,
I mean,
nah,
you
nah.
think Jay-Z gonna do a T.I. and Family?
How whole get into this?
No, I'm just asking.
What's the question?
You think Jay-Z would do it?
Fuck no.
So why would T.I. do it? That mean he was holding on for his career too.
Bro, that's a bad assessment. T.I. did it because he had the whole family. It was quality. And one thing, if you look at T.I. now, he's still on the same wavelength. T.I. about his fucking family and his bread. Again, he's keeping up the same message. When he started his little VH1 show, it was all about the hustle.
That's what
It was T.I. and the bro, Love and Hip Hop is not about no fucking hustle.
Yeah, the rappers are.
Bro, stop it. They on there fighting, bro. What
The
would T.I.
chicks are.
Bro, it don't matter. Why would they mothers and their fucking daughters? That's degrading, bro.
Okay, but we're talking about Jim Jones. You're talking about the women of the show.
Bro, I'm talking about Love and Hip Hop because that's what you brought up.
Yeah, I'm talking about Love and Hip Hop, but you're talking about the female aspect of it. I'm talking about Jim Jones aspect of it. He was still relevant. Fabulous was on it.
Jim Jones.
So Fabulous is wrapped up, is washed too?
Right now?
Back then.
Fab was washed, bro.
Oh, this guy.
Fab was washed. Give me a fucking record. That was relevant then. Yes, bro. And you still think Fab got it, which he do, but Fab need a certain sound. Fab ain't pushing fucking streams and records like that these days,
Yeah,
my
but
guy.
he's still a great, like, he's not washed.
Bro,
He's
Mar,
not washed.
Mar, listen, you gotta let go.
No, you
They
don't.
ain't what they was. And that's
Fab
not
is still
disrespectful.
Fab is probably the most consistent artist of our time.
Oh man, you need to stop, man. Listen, unzip the coat. You're getting hot.
Yeah, Fab is the most.
He's fucking with your shit, bro.
Consistently putting out. He might not
mixtapes.
put albums, but he consistently puts out songs. He consistently puts out quality songs, and he still has the swag, and he don't look like his age. Like he's still relevant. Like
What
like,
does look got to do with his music? What the fuck you talking about?
because you have in hip hop, you have to have a look.
That shit, that's not correct.
Oh my God.
Biggie's one of the ugliest motherfuckers ever.
But
He
he had
told you, but hold on. He told you he was one of the.
I didn't say he was handsome.
Listen what I'm saying. Big said he was one of the ugliest motherfuckers of all time. But his swag made that nigga handsome, Paul.
That's the point I'm
the
talking
women
about.
loved it. But
Fab still has the
never-
swag. He still has the look.
Fab never had no
I'm not
issues,
talking
man.
about if he's handsome or not. I'm talking about he
Well,
has the look. Like he doesn't look old. He looks like the hip hop. He doesn't look like an old man. Like if Rakim came out here, you would be like, oh, he looks
Man,
old.
now you just took a shot at Rakim.
No, because I've seen him.
Come on,
when
man.
you see BDP, when you see KRS-One, they look like old rappers. Like they don't look like they're still trending with what's going on now.
So let me ask you this: what the fuck is Jim Jones? He's almost 50.
He's almost 50. He's trying to stay trendy.
Only thing I would tell. Is he looking like an old rapper? Yes or no?
He is. And I would,
Okay,
listen. I would. And the only reason why he's looking like he's old is because the braids. Like he got to cut the braids off. Like you 50, you with braids, and you still trying. Like you actually got to clean up your look a little bit. Like you staying with the culture. I get it and everything, but again, I just digress. That I don't think that. I think Jim Jones was for some period after that Rockefeller debacle and everything fell apart. I think Jim Jones was the face and continued to work and put out music.
Yeah, he did. It just wasn't very good. And I will
was
say
good
this.
music.
Here's the irony of some of this shit too. Bro, Jim Jones' music's not fucking good. Like, stop, man. But
It's
listen,
good for what it is.
No, that's light skin unity. But listen.
He's not even light skinned. He's not.
Okay, well, listen. Yo, will you cut it out, man?
Am I light skinned?
Yo, come on out tonight. We out here.
I'm asking, am I light skinned? Because I gotta get your color palette. So when I know what I'm talking.
Nigga, I send it to you.
I just need to know, am I light skinned? Because me and Jim Jones is two different colors.
Yo, you light skinned, my guy. Come on,
So I'm
man.
light skinned and Jim Jones light
Bro,
skinned.
you look like Drake uncle. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I can understand. I'm trying to understand because you said Jim Jones and I are light skinned. He's a brown skinned guy.
Look like y'all about the same complexion.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Well, listen. I know he appreciate the unity tonight. Okay. But at any rate, listen. Let me finish. Let me say this. And again, like Jim Jones, Cam Mace. Listen, brothers. Yo, work through this shit, man. Cut the shots out, man. Y'all all had success. Y'all all will continue to be successful. I'm just like this, man. It's an old story, man. Y'all guys should be too cool for that. That's all I'm saying, Mark. Now, I'm sorry for coming at your man Capo like that. I'm just speaking my mind, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm No, I was just trying to
Help.
No, not even help. But just when you, because you, to me, when you said he wasn't cool and he didn't have swag, like that was just.
Well, that's a matter of somebody's individual opinion. But no, I don't. I think he tried too hard to have swag. That's my issue. I have one with Jim Jones when it came to presentation and all that. And I get it, but I will say respectfully, I love the way he represents the culture, big time.